Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios. Good morning, Rumble Studios, as well as locals, YouTube Live, Twitch, and Kick. We're on Kick, yes. And uh, Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich here on the Rumble Studios, broadcasting into Rumble also. It's all, I forgot to bring up the Rumble here on the phone. Good morning, good morning, good morning. And it's not taking. How come? Let's see. Let's try to do it that way. No, that's the Rumble app. We want Rumble Studios. Okay. But Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X, as well as at Fireman Rich on all those other social media platforms. Just check out the description links on the various platforms, be it Rumble, Twitch, or YouTube, or Link, Kick. I said Link, Kick. As far as that goes, just Google Fireman Rich. I don't need one of those bio things. Just Google. You know, you've been on. If you're on long enough, just Google the person and see what they have on the Google. You might. It's pretty interesting on what you find on. I've been on these interwebs for a number of years. Good morning, Tina. Our Jersey girl is up, and I see your coffee. I see your coffee. Okay, you're getting your coffee. Okay, go get your coffee. You got to have coffee. It's not they do have the morning coffee here, folks. This is the morning, Wednesday morning. We're hump day, Wednesday, working towards the weekend. A very good cup of coffee. I'm already halfway through it. So we are waking up this morning, getting our day started to a hashtag positive start today, hashtag PSTTD. That's what it's all about. It's getting up, getting it to have a fun day today. We had a fun day yesterday. We mowed the lawns. The lawns are looking very nice. Didn't mow that much. This one area I didn't mow, didn't really need it. It was around the maple tree we trimmed out last Friday, and it didn't really need mowing there, so I left it. And then the one side lawn there across the driveway on the corner, I ended up blowing the leaves over. It didn't really mow. I put the deck up on its high setting just to blow the leaves out. And the lawns are looking really nice yesterday. Push mowed out back, and so it doesn't, when I do the riding lawnmower right in the backyard here, it's thin because there's a maple out there that the grass gets a little thin. So when it cuts it just like butchers it. And I just we got this new push mower. It takes me like 15, 20, 30 minutes to push mow the back. So get a little extra exercise there, mowing the lawn. So we had a good Tuesday. I hope you all had a good Tuesday. And, but we're starting our Wednesday and we're halfway through the week. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. We did do a little gaming yesterday offline on PUBG Battlegrounds. And then last night we did Lord of the Rings. I hadn't been on Lord of the Rings in a month. Speaking of that, today's date is 09.18.2024. Current time is 06:15 a.m. Eastern time here in upstate New York, the southern tier of upstate New York, where I live and reside. And today is the United States Air Force's birthday also. Oh, I didn't get that calculation. Let's see. 2024, 1947. That's 7. It's 18. No, what the heck? Let me use a calculator here. I got a calculator on this thing. Yeah, I got a calculator. Let me use a calculator. It's a lot simpler. It's too early to do math. Let's see. We want 2024 minus 1947 is when the United States Air Force, 77 years old. And the thing is, 47 years ago today, I was at basic training. I just was waking up after my first night in basic training. I went to basic training 47 years ago, yesterday, to the United States Air Force. That was on the Air Force's 30th. Now it's the 77th. Man, I feel old now. I do those math. I did the math calculations here. It's just like, yesterday I had my little note here. Yeah, I went in 1977. So it's 47 years ago that I was in the Air Force on the 30th anniversary of the United States Air Force. And it's 77 now. It's older than I am. Well, when I went, it was still older. It's always been older, I guess. I can never catch up being older than the United States Air Force. So happy birthday, United States Air Force. We'll be talking about that here in a little bit for the National Day, which sort of gives you a prelude of what the National Day is going to be there. Let's see. But yeah, we mowed the lawns yesterday. Good day yesterday. Got thinking about being back in the Air Force yesterday. My first day in basic training 47 years ago on this day. Because I remember being down there the next day we all woke up, and I remember after our first day we were able to walk around, and I'm walking around, and it was apparent. It's like, oh, it's the Air Force's birthday. So, but 47 years ago was a basic training. Wow, things have changed in 47 years considerably as far as that goes. Well, let's see. Let's see, how is our... Okay, the broadcast is doing good. And okay, we're doing good there. Okay. Got beeping outside. There's a truck moving around across the street there. So we're getting our day started this morning, though, and I did broadcast last night Lord of the Rings Online, which is a 17-year-old game that I play. And the other night I was playing Guild Wars, so I'm cranking up the rotation of games again. Guild Wars is 19 years, so I'm this old guy, if you will. You know, some people call me an old guy. Yeah, I'm old. I'm 66 years old, so I guess I don't feel old. But we had some fun playing the game last night, Lord of the Rings Online. I enjoyed playing that, and we're going to continue on with some game, maybe Guild Wars 2 tonight, I think. But I want to get a rotation going as far as that goes, the games. And if I don't play it every other week, at least play a couple games a week, you know. So it's just trying to get, I said at the beginning of this week, I wanted to start the game. So I am starting the games, game rotation. And had a good time the other night with Guild Wars. That was pretty fun. But the two games, Guild Wars and Lord of the Rings, Guild Wars, they sort of pigeonhole you, direct you where you want to go and stuff. You can't explore as much as you can on Lord of the Rings. It's more open, and there's a lot more quests going on. There's a lot of different storylines. I'm trying to stay on the current storyline I'm on, and we're trying to finish this one area to go to Gunderbar. It's an expansion. It'll probably lead into the expansion of Gunderberg, Three Peaks War, with the dwarfs here and stuff like that. So that's fun. It's fun stuff. Fun stuff to do. It's playing the games. And yesterday, playing a little bit of. I've been, and I will this morning probably after we get home from the work, the morning walk that we do every morning, and play PUBG Battlegrounds, which I play on a regular basis and stuff. I get in the top 10. That's my objective at all the times. Just get in the top 10, get a couple kills. I'm getting a couple more kills more frequently, so that's an indication that you get better and stuff like that. And I am playing the PUBG Mobile. The new season started on that. As far as they're fun games, they keep you sharp. They keep you thinking about things. So it's that's a good for an old jalopy like me. I guess it keeps your mind sharp, I guess. sharp like it's like a way of sharpening your brain, I guess. Let's see. Currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York, it is 57 degrees Fahrenheit, which equates to 13.8 degrees Celsius. And we had a gorgeous day yesterday. So far, I got to bring this. I've only seen one monarch butterfly, which is a little disturbing to me. I think this is probably the worst year. I've done this as far as from the end of August and going into September, October. I usually count how many monarch butterflies I see on a daily basis, and the average is usually anywhere from 5 to 10. Last year was probably the low end 5. This year, I saw one. I thought I saw one, but it wasn't a monarch butterfly. And the milkweed, there's not that much milkweed, which is a plant that the caterpillar for the monarch butterfly eats. And we do see a little milkweed. We got to collect some milkweed seeds to try and put some more seeds around our property because they're very important. The insects are a very important one. The bees, they're like a barometer and stuff. It's like the bird, the canary in the bird cage going into the mines that could sniff the gas. And if it dies, there's gas you get out. Well, this past winter, there was a snowfall in Southern California. I guess it decimated the monarch population because they migrate. They migrate there for the winter, I guess, and then come back. I don't know if they live longer than a year, but that's where they migrate. And I always see them flying from the north to south over the cornfield. And this one I saw the other day. It was last Tuesday. I was mowing the lawn, going down the row of cornfield there on the side street, mowing the grass along that road, and I saw the monarch butterflies. It is one, but I only seen one, and that's trouble thing. So I'll follow up on a story on that. Today we're going to have cloudy skies early, then partly cloudy this afternoon. High is 77 degrees Fahrenheit, so it's going to be cool. Winds light and variable. We did have a partial moon eclipse last night, as far as it goes. Right now, it's a full moon, 99% visible still. It's going to be set. I don't see it out there. It's a little cloudy out there too. It'll be setting this morning at 7:18, but the sun will be rising this morning at 06:50, which is in about 26 more minutes. 6:50 a.m. The sun will be rising here in the southern tier of upstate New York and shine down upon us, and then it will be setting later this evening at 7:11 p.m. As far as that goes. And let's see our world times and temperatures as I speak. Honolulu, Hawaii at 12:24 a.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 3:25 a.m. Cloudy skies with a little clearing in Phoenix. A cool 70 degrees. So the temperatures are changing in Phoenix. So Chicago, Illinois, the Windy Cindy at 5:25 a.m. Clear skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit. In New York City, the jungle, as I call it, 6:25 a.m. I just said that, didn't I? Cloudy skies with a little clearing, 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Hopping over the pond, the Atlantic Ocean at 11:25 a.m. Cork, Ireland is at 61 degrees Fahrenheit with cloudy skies with some sun clearing there. In Milan, Italy at 12:25 p.m. It's a wet lunch. It's raining in Milan. Munja in Milan, Italia. It's raining in Milan at 64 degrees Fahrenheit. Swinging over to Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia at 6:26 p.m. Sunny and clear, 88 degrees Fahrenheit. Tokyo, Japan at Kuala Lumpur, 6:26. Okay, and then Tokyo at 7:26 p.m. Raining in Tokyo also, 82 degrees Fahrenheit in their evening. And down on the continent of Australia, the country of Australia, and our good friends and allies to the United States, Melbourne, Australia at 8:26 p.m. in their evening. cloudy skies with a little clearing, 63 degrees Fahrenheit, and over to the east at Sydney, Australia at 8:26 p.m. in the evening. Clear skies, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, and those are our world times and temperatures as I speak. And our thought for the day. Oh, Tina, I did get. Oh, I just remember. I'm not going to wait till the football. I did get your message last night, and I think I didn't. I sent. I thought I sent you the full list. So you were missing 6 teams. I resent the message there to you. You still have 6 more picks you got to pick there. There's always 16 games. Okay. So I'm looking at what I sent you, and I think I sent you the full list. So it might have got garbled. I don't know. Did the dog get did Rocco get the chew off those six teams of the message I sent you? I thought so. Yeah, there's always 16 games. So I message you the other 6 teams again and recheck that list. Let me know if it only came over partial. If it did, because I sent you the full list. Along with I sent it to Tony and Michael and Brian, as far as that goes. And hopefully Captain Rehab will be on tonight. I got to get his picks and what we're talking about, folks, is the football picks for week 3. We usually do that on the broadcast that I will be doing. No, I won't be gaming tonight. I'll be doing the guy. I can't game tonight. I got a broadcast on Let's Talk Football at 7 to 7:15. I start there. So just to give that a plug. Our thought for the day comes from I like this lady. She is a very nice lady. I've watched her on her documentaries, and it's Jane Goodall, formerly she's an English zoologist, primatologist, and anthropologist. She's considered the world's foremost expert on chimpanzees after 60 years of studying the social and family interaction of chimpanzees. Yes. Got it. Laugh. Okay. This morning, left message. Oh, you did leave me a message? Let's see. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Thanks much. Okay. I got that. Yep. I got it. Yep. Just I thumbed it up. Okay. Good deal. Okay. That was this morning. Okay. I didn't see that. I thought okay. I thought I responded to that one. Okay. Yeah, Jane Goodall, a very nice woman. She's from the UK, and this is her quote and our thought for the day. Very, very. I love her documentaries. I mean, when I first saw her, it's like, wow, this is a very interesting person and very knowledgeable. And her quote and our thought for today goes as follow. No, she does the chimpanzees. I think she does gorillas too. Did she do gorillas? She's known for the primates. Yeah, I'm reading. Did she do gorillas too? Let's see. Expert on chimpanzees after 6 years of study. But she started out with the chimpanzees, so, and I think you're right, though, but it doesn't say it in her bio. But her quote and our thought for the day goes as follows. If you really want something and really work hard and take advantage of opportunities and never give up, you'll find a way. You'll find a way. You'll get it done. That's a good workflow right there. I like that. If you really want something and really work hard and take advantage of opportunities and never give up, you will find a way. Jane Goodall. Very outstanding. A very positive quote. as far as to move forward, get that done, and stuff like that. She's intelligent. I mean, 10 minutes watching her for the first time, I said, this is one smart lady. Yes, she's one of my favorites. She has, and she. Um, so how old is she? She's currently. She's 90 years old. Okay. She lives in Hampstead, London, the United Kingdom. So she was educated at University of Cambridge, Darwin College, and Newham College. So she is a very smart lady, and the quote it's there's simplicity with it. It just boom, you know. You apply that to what you want, and you'll get it. You have to work hard. You have to take advantage of the opportunities that come up to succeed, and never give up. You know you're going to fail, but you never give up. You keep on getting back on that horse, in a manner of speaking. So thank you, Miss Jane Goodall. God bless. God bless. Not Godspeed. She's still with us. She's 90 years old. She's still on this blue marble. And hopefully for a longer time there. Let's see. I can clear my throat. Let me get some water here. Yeah, I clear my throat. Jackie doesn't like it. It gets a little raspy. Okay, today for our National Day, there's 3 selections, but I already picked it. And it's going to surpass National Cheeseburger Day. I'm surprised. I'm afraid today. If you want it to be National Cheeseburger Day, you can. But I'm going to. Then you got. But the one I'm talking about is today is the Air Force's birthday. That's the national day I am going with because I am ex-Air Force, and I'm very proud to say that I did serve, and I look back on it, and I guess I think about it. Now I think, how did I spend 20 freaking years? But it was a good career. It was a good time. It gave me an opportunity to travel around. So I think the Air Force is the bedrock, more or less, of how I look at things and stuff like that. But today is the Air Force's birthday. On September 18th, commemorates the establishment of the United States Air Force. Hashtag Air Force's birthday. And we have the green light on out in the front porch. A green light. If you put a green light out, that's to remember those that have served and that are serving now. And why not put it on the Air Force's birthday? Almost from the moment the Wright brothers found a way of soaring with the birds, the military incorporated aeronautics pursuing into their missions. However, the Air Force did not become a separate branch of the Armed Forces of the United States until September 18th, 1947. The military established the Signal Corps as the first aeronautical force in the United States. During the Civil War, the first mission provided visual communications via flags and torches from aerial balloons. Even so, the Signal Corps didn't become official branch of the Army until 1863. Its creation made way for the aeronautical training and study. And when the Wright brothers invented the airplane, it took off from there. I think that was one of their very first customers was the United States Air Force. So happy 77th birthday to the United States Air Force. Yeah. Let's see. Yesterday we did have the audio podcast over on. I couldn't pronounce this at the end of the broadcast. Last night I did have problems with the broadcast, which I don't know. Third time was a charm on the game last night, but the podcast, I just had a brain fart. I couldn't remember Spotify for podcasters. That's what the platform I do the audio podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays. And yesterday we had a story of a recent space mission that finished Sunday when it splashed down. That was the the SpaceX Polaris Dawn mission, and they had they launched a SpaceX rocket with a Dragon capsule, and instead of going around the equator wise, it's Polaris, so it's going over the poles. It's going this way, north to south. And they did it was an all civilian crew mission, private contracting mission. And they did their first spacewalk. Of course, they have a new spacesuit that SpaceX was spouting, and it's really slick. It's not the bulky spacesuit. So we talked about they were testing it out, worked out really well. But it was last Thursday they did the spacewalk when they're 450 miles above the Earth, and that's pretty interesting. And the spacesuit itself, it's and they talked about in this article, and I'm really excited about it, is that they have a possibility because they can open the capsule, the Space Dragon, and basically the inside of the capsule becomes part of space. There's no air in outer space there, so they have to. The whole crew have to wear their spacesuits. But they can, with this being able to go outside the space vehicle, space capsule, the Dragon vehicle, space capsule, I guess, or spaceship. They can do things, and one of those things they're talking about is possibly going up, not the next one, but the mission after that, maybe going up and see if they can boost up the Hubble spacecraft, which would be great because then it will be a continuation of this Hubble spacecraft. I saw a green light last night. I didn't know why. Yeah, that's because of the military. They probably have a family member that's in the military, or they're recognizing the military. That some will say, I got a neighbor. They started doing it, and I sort of copied them. And I talked to my neighbor and said, "Oh, that's for our son was in the Army and stuff like that." So it's a military thing. The green light there's always a light on for the military, and it's a green light because they're always on the go. So yeah, that's what the green light means. Now, if you had a intersection, a green light means go. And that's what the military, they're always on the go. So that was an interesting article we had on Spotify for podcasters. My audio podcast, the Fireman Rich audio podcast, will be doing another article tomorrow. I guess yesterday and tomorrow, I'll probably do it on the fly, whatever pops up in my queue. This was pretty interesting because I caught this just at the tail end of the spacewalk, and I thought that it's historic, but nobody's talking about it. Back in the 60s, every time they launched a Mercury or a Gemini or Apollo, man, the news was glued to it. Now they're just, the mainstream media is glued on bullshit, it seems, and stuff. Not the, okay, we won't go down that road. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, we do the audio podcast on Spotify for podcasters, except every other Tuesday I do the Mixcloud Tioga radio show. Let's see, what are we doing at time? We're at 30 minutes. Okay, let's go ahead. We do have the 100 years ago with Luther Rogers, not Rogers Luther Rogers. Let's go ahead and bring that up here as far as that goes, and present it in the present mode. I don't, and then it's just, I don't have any other news articles because it's a little scarce. We'll have to check that out afterwards here. Let's see. Let's go ahead and bring this up. Let's see. Turn the ticker tape off first. And no, we don't want that. We want present 100 years ago. And line it up. Go there, and there we go. We're getting good at this. I just got to remember when I turn my camera off, turn it back on. So let's go ahead and see what this is all about here. I got my volumes up, and go ahead and play it.
Hundreds years ago today, a three-volume complete history of Binghamton and Broome County has just been written by Binghamton's librarian, William Seward. Asian English Street hardware store was broken into last night. Burglars made off with $2 from the cash register. Police believe it was the work of young boys. A North Street woman who is said by police to have had the distinction of being the only woman rum runner in the southern tier died yesterday from injuries following an automobile accident. And finally, when Prohibition agents raided a Hudson Street cafe, the proprietor quickly dumped a glass of suspicious-looking liquid into a dirty used spittoon that was on the floor. Officers confiscated the spittoon, later had the contents analyzed, and were able to confirm that it contained intoxicants. And that was the news 100 years ago.
They examined a spittoon. Oh my God, that goes right up there. Oh, we have a big robbery last night at the hardware store. $2. It's probably those young boys. They're on the move. They've been too quiet here of lately, as far as it's funny. A big echo. There's a big echo. You have a big echo. Oh, that's probably because of the thing there. I couldn't understand it. Well, let's go ahead and play it again.
"100 years ago today, a 3-volume complete history of Binghamton and Broome County has just been written by Binghamton's librarian, William Seward. A Shenango Street hardware store was broken into last night. Burglars made off with $2 from the cash register. Police believe it was the work of young boys. A North Street woman who is said by police to have had the distinction of being the only woman rum runner in the southern tier died yesterday from injuries following an automobile accident. And finally, when Prohibition agents raided a Hudson Street cafe, the proprietor quickly dumped a glass of suspicious-looking liquid into a dirty used spittoon that was on the floor. Officers confiscated the spittoon, later had the contents analyzed, and were able to confirm that it contained intoxicants. And that was the news 100 years ago.
Okay, hopefully that was a little bit clearer there for you, Tina. We have time. Heard it. Okay, yeah. It was just so funny. Spittoon. They did a CI. I'm waiting for that one to make it to the CSI shows. You know, the CSI. Those boys are at it again. Yeah, I was just going to say those scoundrel boys are at it again. They were quiet there for beginning of the week, and then a North Street woman, who's the police had the distinction of being, I guess she did some bootlegging there in the southern tier, died yesterday from an automobile accident. I wonder how fast she was going, because 100 years ago, the fastest speed we've seen up here has been, 35, 40 miles an hour. So, so they're at it again as far as that goes. So, it's funny. That is funny. I always get a laugh at that as far as that goes. So yeah, it is an LOL as far as listening to it and stuff, as far as and it goes to, it was probably some serious stuff back in the day, though, when you think about it. We laugh at it, but so maybe with all the crap that we're dealing with today, people laugh about. I don't know. It's a little bit more serious nowadays. But continuing on this day in history, in 1793, George Washington laid the cornerstone of the Capitol building. In 1793. In 1837, Tiffany's and Company was founded in New York City. Never been there. Never, you hear about it. It's always a high-end store. Let's see, on the AP side. Let's see. It was 4 years ago, Supreme Court Justice Ruth Bader Ginsburg passed away at age 87. God bless her and Godspeed. She was a Supreme Court justice. She was She was. I'm thinking Clinton selected her, President Clinton. So she was on the Democratic side, the Democratic president. She was. I didn't really. Probably agreed with her politics and stuff like that, but she was a Supreme Court justice, so I'm satisfied with I could she was a very smart woman, a smart lady also, and I have high respects for all the justices. Doesn't matter which president you're a Supreme Court justice. You got your shit together and stuff like that. It's just anybody on that level. Yeah, so he laid the cornerstone. And 1850, Congress passed the Fugitive Slave Act, which created a force of federal commissioners charged with returning escaped slaves. Oh, that was not good. That's a bad one there. 1851, a year later, the first edition of the New York Times was published. And then, of course, 1947, the National Security Act, which created the national military establishment, and the position of Secretary of Defense went into effect. It was also the National Security Act also created the United States Air Force. That was, let's see, on this day, 1970, rock star Jimi Hendrix passed away at age 27. Too freaking young. Imagine if he would have stuck around. And 1975, remember this one? It was all, you could probably remember this, Tina. I don't know about most of our viewers because they were younger. 1975, newspaper heiress Patricia Hertz was captured by the FBI. She was kidnapped, but then she became one of the culprits here in San Francisco, 19 months after being kidnapped by the SLA. Yeah, that's an old time. That's an old. And this is a peculiar one. 2014, voters in Scotland. This is 10 years ago. Rejected independence, opted to remain in the United Kingdom in the historic referendum. I was in favor of it back then, but I don't know about now. If Scotland wants to become their own country, get another referendum. But I don't know if Great Britain would allow that as far as that goes. So there's our history on this day. And we're way ahead of schedule. Well, we started late, but we're moving right along here with the format. Excuse me. That went down the wrong tube. Wow. A little congestion in the throat, but and that's usually the case during fall and springtime. The missus has a little congestion there for the just what's in the air, I guess. What do they call that? I can't remember. It's just congestion in the throat. She has congestion in her nose and stuff like that because of the weather and stuff. I guess mowing the lawn there, it kicks up a lot of stuff. Yes. Use the inhale. Okay. No, this is something in my throat right here, but I can see the inhaler. Yeah, you got it. I'm wondering, do they make an inhaler for the cats? Because I think my cat needs an inhaler. Some of them, they periodically, I think, because they eat too much and stuff. They do this coughing bit and stuff. Yeah, lots of laughs. I guess they're getting ready to try and cough up a fur ball. I'm not trying to cough. I just got some. I'll shut down the broadcast here. Let's see. We did have some Major League Baseball. Let's go over that before the break here, and then we can dilly around with the news here. What's local here? Let's see. As of Monday night. Let's see. We had the Mets beat the Nationals, and the Yankees were off. And then last night, The Mets won against the Nationals again. The Braves, they lost last night. What did they do Monday? Did the Braves play Monday? No, they were off. So the Braves lost again. That's good. The Braves, we want the Braves. The Mets are, if they keep on doing what they're doing, they're going to make the playoffs. The Yankees, they played last night and they won 11-2 against the Mariners. And today we have the Nationals are playing down there in New York with the Mets, and the Yankees are down there in Florida playing the Mariners. And the Braves, are they playing today? I don't see the Braves. They are off today. No, they're playing the Reds, so hopefully the Reds, the Cincinnati Reds can beat them. So we got the Yankees tonight at 9:40, and the Mets will be playing tonight at 7:10. So there we have it. We're going to go ahead and take a break, and I'm going to go refresh my coffee here, and we will be right back. Just hang in there, and we'll be right back. Okay, here we go. And we're back. We're back here. As far as that goes, we're not even our first. We're only 40, a little over 47 minutes into the broadcast here, and just want to make a reminder. Next Wednesday, I may or may not be broadcasting in the morning. It's going to depend on I have a day trip I have to take, and I may come up just briefly to say good morning, a real quick 15-minute broadcast or something like that to do that. But I don't have enough time that morning to do a regular broadcast. That seems to, to somebody watching this, it may seem like we do the same old thing, but it's repetition. It's a morning broadcast that I used to do every day over there on HAPS, the same format and stuff like that. And it's a way of starting a day. And but if you watch most broadcasters, they do have a repetition in what they're doing, unless you're a top-notch professional broadcaster like Joe Rogan and stuff. He always has an interesting subject. We have some interesting stuff. We have our moments, but we do have a basic bedrock of a format that I like, that I've used over the years, and I see that in other broadcasters, and that's good because it's continuity. It's maintaining continuity, and there's, in my opinion, there's nothing wrong with it. We're just having a conversation here with the chat, the people that are in the chat, and the people that are watching. There's some broadcasters call them, lurkers or whatever, and there's this one. What laugh is, you get some broadcast, you can come up and chat and stuff like that. It's just like, no, that's their prerogative. It just I don't. If you come up, that's your prerogative. As a broadcaster, it's just like watching TV. If you don't like what you're watching, turn it off. So it's the same thing, But I think on the internet, people watch other people because they're looking for the train wreck. I'm looking, even though I don't really care for some broadcasters because of past mannerism and stuff. I wish them the best success, and in some cases they are having success, which is a good thing. I'm not gonna crap on that. I'm gonna say good show, and as far as that goes, even though you may think my show is crappy, that's your prerogative. That's your bag of donuts. So I'm having fun, because sometimes you have to re-examine. Am I doing, why am I doing this? I'm not forcing myself to do. I want to do this because I have fun and I enjoy it, and it's a way I get my day started, which I have done for a number of years. When I was working, it would get me going as far as that goes, and because I'm always one that I want to be on the go of doing things, and it fits in quite well now that I'm retired, that I can be on a little bit longer. So being on a little bit longer, there's going to be a lot more repetition and stuff like that. But I look at the broadcasting I'm doing, especially this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday for live streaming this broadcast, the morning broadcast, and the Wednesday night broadcast for Let's Talk Football. Then I've already done two gaming broadcasts. If you want to count the two audio podcasts, I'm doing more. I do more broadcasts in 1 week than I do probably in the I do maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks in 1 week. This week, some weeks it's just 3, but it's interesting stuff. Plus all the prep time. There is a little. I do a little prep time. I do a little prep for the broadcasts, especially the tonight's broadcast of Let's Talk Football. But next Wednesday night next Wednesday morning, I more than likely will not be broadcasting. I will be doing the Wednesday night Let's Talk Football, and we have the missus joining us. Having your breakfast?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Announce it to the world, will you?
Well, if they hear the noises and stuff like that,
Nice.
As far as that goes, I think when you're in the kitchen, it's obvious that you're in the kitchen and stuff like that. But you're in here, they say, who's that moving that chair? See, they hear that ambient noise and stuff. So, are you walking this morning?
It depends on how long you broadcast.
It's always on the broadcast now.
Yeah.
Well,
it is. I mean, I don't know. I guess probably.
Well, I usually do an hour and a half.
Yeah.
So it's 2 hours. I think that's where I'm trying not to. When we get talking.
I plan on it.
Yeah. Because it's nice out when the walks
still
now.
Nice out,
Yeah, it'd be nice if we could have that weather all year long. That would be nice. just at that right temperature, 70 in the 70s, the low 70s, and stuff like that.
But no heat, no AC. That'd be perfect.
Yeah, we're getting ready to the ACs. We have them by the portable AC units. We have them near our window. There's one out in the back room, and there's one over in our bedroom here down the first floor. And I think there's one upstairs in one of the rooms upstairs. Bedrooms upstairs is still up, and they're tucked off to the side now. They're away from the window, but just in case, I think we've had a good. The portable air conditioners, they worked out quite well this year, I think.
Yeah.
We're able to take it out. Yeah, there's a couple
yeah.
times with the one that we had back here. We used to have an air conditioner back here, folks, in this window. Where is it? Right there. And now it's gone. Now I can open that window. I love opening that window back there as far as that goes. And
they're handy, so when it's nice, you can take
Yeah,
it out of the window.
the only drawback is our electric bill went up slightly.
Part of it was actually the electric went up anyway.
Oh, cost of electric went up anyway. So,
Wow.
we're paying more now than we were 4 years ago. We have a particular individual that can't answer the question, are we better off now than we were 4 years ago? And just goes off on La La Land. Well, I'm not going to go down that road. I saw something on the interwebs here of someone was facing a particular group of people that newscasters that were not pleasant to another individual, but this person, they were very pleasant and threw softball. It's yin. I don't even want to call it yin and yang because it's not. It's just fair and unfair. I'm generalizing and stuff like that. But so yeah, we're going to be going for a walk, and me too. I usually pay $300 with SOAR last month. It was $68. Me, I usually pay $3. Is that? Am I reading that right, Tina?
The solar?
Oh, you got the solar last month. It was $68. Okay. Me too. I usually pay $3 with solar. Last month it was $68. Okay. Oh, okay. You got the solar panels. Okay, yeah, our neighbor has that. He doesn't pay. He paid next to nothing, but even still, with the solar edition, we thought about that, but
We'd have to take out a loan.
yeah, we'd have to take out a loan to fit out this old house. That's crazy. Yeah, it is crazy. Yeah, electric. It's just more. They say gas is coming down, but it's still over $3 a gallon. What's it? $3.30 a gallon, I guess. It's something like that. Yeah. So it is. It's crazy. It's crazy as far as the costs and stuff like that. So let's see what we have. Let's go ahead and scan the news here. Let's see on Fox, because I looked at it last night. I pay monthly for panels, but saves. Yeah, in the long run, it saves money. Yes, Tina. Yeah, it does. My neighbor does that, and we could do it, but I don't know. It's just about we'd have to take a loan.
Rates? Are you kidding me?
Yeah, what's that?
With the interest rates?
Oh, the interest rates. Yeah, we couldn't do it. We should have done it years back, because New York State was given, when Governor Cuomo was still the governor, they were given, I don't even think they give the credits anymore. They were given, like, if you were to buy a $35,000, it would cost you to fit out a house anywhere. Well, now it's probably more than that. It's over 50 grand maybe, but back then it was like anywhere from 25 to 35,000, and they'd give you a $20,000 state credit. Well, they don't do that anymore. Let's see. Oh, Hartwick College is in the news to rebrand as a Life Balance College and introduce new tuition transparency initiatives. Hartwick College, that's a college that the missus's older sister went to for nursing. I'm not seeing anything. We've got the thing on the airports. We've already talked about that. There's
Y'all
a new,
talked out? Y'all talked out?
No, it just
No?
I don't really. I looked at the news last night before going to bed. There was really nothing
Yeah,
to.
new, really.
We have our regular one. Let's see that this is the 16th. We could check gas price. Let's check gas prices out on the 16th. Let's check this one out. This might be interesting. Let's see. Let's go to share tab. And we'll turn this off. Let's see, comments now. And we'll shut that off here and go to this article. This is another Fox News article. I have no affiliation with Fox News, but this is sponsored by the American Credit. Didn't we? We used to be part of the American Credit Union, didn't we?
Americu?
Oh no, this is America. Americu, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so they're sponsoring the gas price checker here.
Oh.
Let's see. Okay, here we go.
Continue to fall. To home, brought to you by American Credit Union. Broome County's average price is right on track with the state average, and the Binghamton area is following right in step, also at $3.36 a gallon. That's down 5 cents from a week ago.
But it is still too much. 336 is the average. So 336, that's still too much for gas. It should be below. Here it is 4 years later. It was below $3 a gallon 4 years ago. Me and the missus were talking about that when we had the the current president come in. He canceled a pipeline that would have brought gas or kept gas under $3 a gallon. That was a pipeline out in the Midwest. And I know some people personally that were working out there. They went out there. One of them I used to work with here. He went out there to be with his daughter and her husband and their grandchildren. And he was making $25 an hour at the McDonald's. So I was wondering, how much are they paying for a Big Mac? This is like 4 years ago, but they canceled that. Of course, they allowed Putin to do his pipeline. Well, it's not there anymore. Somebody blew it up. And yeah, that's what I said too, Tina. Wow, but that's 4 years ago. But that's back when gas was under $3 a gallon, and we need to drill. They're supposedly the government is giving these oil companies the leases, but they're shit leases if you really look at them. The companies are taking them to just stay, but we have a lot of oil. We need to drill. We got to get out of that mindset that we're going to go strictly to solar and electric. We can't. Our grid system. We're still 50 years away from that. And even if we do it, we can do it. We have to do it prudently, and that means slower, a little bit slower than slow, so we don't disrupt our. It would wreck things as far as the economic wise. My opinion, that is. I just I don't know. Let's see, what else do we got here? I think that's it for Fox 40. So we'll set that one aside. And let's see, Misty Southern Tier News headlines. What's this one about? Let's see what this one's about. You got a koala bear in a supermarket. And let's see. Speaking of solar panels, let's see. Kirkwood residents, there's people out in Kirkwood, New York, which is right outside Binghamton. Residents fight plan for solar project at dairy farm. I guess people don't want solar panels now. Some people who live near the site of a proposed solar farm are urging the town of Kirkwood officials not to approve the project. A unit of Boston-based Blue Wave Solar is seeking permission to build a 2.8 megawatt facility between Colesville Road and Stanley Hollow Creek. The project would be built on part of a 94-acre parcel on a dairy farm owned by a family. Nearby residents are concerned the facility would inadvertently affect property values. I think it would enhance property values. They're also worried about the potential health and environment impacts of solar farms. I don't think there is. Just like they said, okay, these windmills are killing all the birds. Yeah, there's some birds, but we get more bird deaths on roadkill from cars. The plan board is expected to discuss the project in an October meeting. So, even when it's something that benefit, I'm for. We got one here in this county that we have a solar farm that is being built here in Tioga County. It's on an old driving range. The driving range went out of business here about last year or so. There's a nursery right next door, but I haven't heard any. It's going in. There's one right down the road here for a facility that has a solar farm. I'm for solar. Go ahead. If it's property that's just sitting there, put some panels on it. I'm for solar, but I'm not for. I pay monthly for panels, but save money. Oh, okay. So you pay. Okay, so you're like renting your solar panels, Tina. Okay, I gotcha. They have it here with NYSEC. That's the New York State Electric and Gas. You can have them put them on there. I think you pay for them. I think that's the same thing. You either buy the panels or you can probably rent them or something like that for a price. But your cost. My neighbor, I would have never figured when I saw those go up. I go up to him and I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Oh, I'm going solar." It's like I would have never thought he was. As far as that goes, how can solar do that? How can solar? After 20 years, okay, you're paying to own them. Okay, gotcha. No money down. Okay, yeah, that's install. Okay, I gotcha. I see what you're saying. Yeah, there's different options and stuff like that. But I'm for solar. But these people out in Kirkwood, they just don't want their regular. It's a rural area too. This is on a dairy farm, so if it's out of sight, out of mind, and for them to say it's going to decrease their property values. I don't think so. Property, that's maybe if they had a trash recycling place, it might. I don't know. I don't see that happening. It's the property is a premium as far as anywhere you go now, as far as that goes. So let's see. What else do we got here? This is on WNBF. Oh, I'm not seeing anything articles. That's what I'm saying. It's a dumb excuse. Yeah, I agree, Tina. It's a dumb excuse. Property values. Give me a break. Property costs its arm and a leg for property as it is. Let's see. This is on WBNG. This is
theft incidents are on the.
Let's see. Let me bring this one up. This is on WBNG. The Vestal Police in Vestal, New York, is considering patrols on a rail. What they did is the railroad on this one stretch. Hey, Captain Rehab, good to see you there, my friend. Are you going to be available tonight for your picks? Good morning, Captain Rehab. Good to see you. I hope you had. I haven't seen you since last week, and you say you should be. Okay. If not, go ahead and Tina saying good morning to Captain Rehab, if that works. Let's see. There we go. I should be. Okay, you should be. And then Tina, let me see. Tina saying good morning to Captain Rehab. Good morning, Captain Rehab. But I will also try to whisper you. If you want, go ahead and put it in the comments to this broadcast, either over there on Rumble or whatever, okay? Or go ahead and whisper it as far as that goes. We'll see. I'll see you tonight and stuff like that. I appreciate it. I hope you had a good week. I haven't seen you since last week, so you must have been busy. That's usually the indication. You're still a working person. I'm just. So that's my observation. I hope everything's doing good with you and stuff. as far as like, okay, okay, you're working hard. Okay, so you're doing the grind as far as that goes. But glad to have you here as far as that goes. As far as the football, I didn't even go over the football, did I? Well, I'm going to save it for tonight. I got the chart for this past week. I don't have a totals chart. I've got the numbers, but I didn't make a chart for it. But it's a very interesting dynamics what happened this weekend. We had some good games, majority of the games, but there was at least 3 games that really sucked. They were blowouts, 3 or 4 games. And I was just going to bring that up. The Eagles lost. I watched that. I'm saying, you got to be kidding me. I'm just shaking my head. I'm saying, oh my God. It just, the game was a good game and it looked like Philly was going to win it. Barkley, all he had to do was catch the freaking ball. It's like, my God. They'll survive. They'll be good. Philly's good. They just, Kirk Cousins, though, boy, was he on fire. Philly's, why didn't they take a timeout? Philly should have took a timeout. When you got to break up the momentum. They had 2 timeouts. They should have called a timeout to get regrouped because he was just on a roll. They should have disrupted him. That it's just like I don't know, but when Barkley dropped that, I'm thinking, you got to be kidding! It was right in his hands. It's like, wasn't a good win. It wasn't a good game for Philly, but hats off to Kirk Cousins there. He earned his money that night. He freaking if he keeps doing that, and he's not in his prime there and stuff. So let's see. Let's set this up. I want to show you. This gives you an idea of the Vestal rail trail. It's a walking area. If we lived up there, we'd probably be walking that every day, wouldn't we? The rail trail, or maybe a couple times a week.
Yeah.
It's a very nice. It took over a stretch of what used to have railroads, and they made a walking trail. So let me go ahead and bring this up. This is I'll give you an idea, but the Vestal Police is looking at possibly patrolling it, which because I guess there's dirt bags that hang out there and stuff. So let's go ahead and bring this article up here.
The rise of the rail trail in Vestal.
12 News spoke with residents in the area who frequent the trail who are voicing their growing concerns. 12 News' Aaron Lawler got in touch with local authorities and has some ways to help you stay safe.
The Vestal Rail Trail, community members say, was a safe place to take a walk. Now, with recent smash and grab incidents, they have some safety concerns.
Yes, I just thought this is so public that somebody would have to have a lot of nerve to do that.
Make sure that when you're here, you're safe, especially when you walk by yourself.
They are concerns that others tell us they have had for some time now.
It's happening all over New York and all over the country. I think people need to be aware of what's going on.
I think there's always safety concerns, no matter where you walk or where you are. You just have to be aware of your surroundings.
Some residents are asking for more safety precautions, like a heavier police presence. Stace Kittner, the chief of Vestal Police, says they will be doing just that, with officers patrolling on bikes and ATVs. Kittner tells 12 News that in recent months, these smash and grab style thefts have been happening more often. He believes it's because people are leaving valuables in their car. One thing he says can help cut down on the break-ins, hiding important items in places like the trunk, glove box, or the center console. One thing communities say they are certain of, the thieves are not going to stop them from enjoying the trail.
Probably not. It's sad that had to happen, but it probably won't alter the number of times I use the rail trail.
No, as long as I'm careful and I look around, see who's around. Yeah.
Chief Kittner urges community members, call the number on your screen if you encounter one of these situations. Aaron Lawler, 12 News, Broome County.
So this is the rail trail. There used to be a railroad that would railroad tracks here, and they repurposed it for a walking, and it goes through a good part of the town of Vestal. And it's a pretty nice spot. It's really tranquil on how they built up. You can see this. This is just a portion of it. And you can get a good 20-30 minute walk on this going up and down. And I've been on it. It's very pretty interesting. And but we have those dirt bags out there. Now there's like parking spots where you can drive to, and then you can walk on the trail and stuff like that. So I could actually go up there, park my car. But the thing is, they got people that break into the cars because they see they're looking at the cars and they're seeing what's in. And they'll smash smash and grab. They're smashing the windows and taking what items are in, and then they're running. They're not necessarily robbing the people on the thing. They're going to the parking lots. There's like 3 or 4 parking lots because this walking trail goes right behind the Walmart and Sam's Club plaza there in Vestal. It's a big plaza. But it's a very picturesque. You can see just above that bridge. That's Route 17. There's a bridge that goes over that. That's Route 17 because I think the Susquehanna is off to the left there. Over here, that's the Susquehanna River on that side. So it's a very these walking trails are very nice. But the whole crutch of this particular article is you got to be aware of your valuables. Don't leave them out in the open. Like the reporter said, put them in the trunk and stuff like that. And as far as that goes, so interesting article. That gives you an idea. The walking trail, and we have a walking trail here in Owego. It's I'm gonna have to broadcast there. It's a short trail. It's the River Walk there in Owego. I think I've had an article on it with the river, the Susquehanna River. It leaves a muddy. Susquehanna flows over it, I guess, if it gets too high, but it's very picturesque as far as that goes. Let's see, what else do we have on WBNG? Anything? I like presenting, again, I don't have any affiliation with WBNG. It's a CBS affiliate. I'm just a consumer. Let's see, Binghamton University Center of Civic Engineer Engagement calls for, okay. Volunteers, Vestal Police. Okay, we got that one. So there's nothing going on there. Let's see, what's on the whale? Anything on the whale? WAAL. There's nothing there. Just like last night. And let's see, Channel 34, Binghamton homepage. Oh, here we go. The weather picture. Let's go ahead and do the weather picture. Let's. We'll probably end with that. What time we got? We got an hour. Oh, we might be finished before an hour and 30 minutes. Let's see. Let me make sure the captions are off, volume's up, and we'll go to this one. Let's see what today's picture is for the 18th for the weather. This is where the kids send in the picture.
Time now to take a look at today's My Weather winner. And it's Trinity. What a beautiful image this is. Look at that bright sunshine just glowing there in the sky. Looks to me like Trinity might be wearing sunglasses, which is a good idea. You want to protect your eyes even while you're enjoying the beautiful flowers.
So there we have. That's our picture, our weather, my weather picture from Channel 34. Channel 34 there. Well, I got to shave. I'm seeing my beard. Yeah, Tina, you laughed at that one. LOL. Yeah. It's fun to see what the kids are doing with their crayons. I got to shave this one. I'm seeing my beard in my broadcast here. Okay, let's see. What else do we have? Anything on? Let's see. Nothing else there. So we'll go ahead and get rid of that one. On WENY. And truck catches fire on snarls traffic on I-86 in Village of. Oh, they had a tractor trailer around 6:30 yesterday in the morning. Crashed and caught fire on I-86 in the Village of Horseheads. Police say a 43-year-old driver from Mexico, New York, sustained what they called minor injuries and was taken to local hospitals. According to the Horsehead Police Department, the crash happened when the driver hit a guardrail and lost control, crashing into the roadway. After the crash, police said the truck caught fire, sending a massive plume of smoke. Police say no hazardous materials were involved. So what was burning? After the crash, westbound traffic was guided off the exit 52. That's west of here by about 15 minutes from where I'm at. And it was 11:30. Police said they expect the eastbound lane to open. Yeah, exit 52A on 86, which is Route 17 up here in the Southern Tier Expressway, as we call it. So that was there. And last night was the harvest moon, supermoon, to coincide with a partial eclipse last night. I guess there were some people that ended up broadcasting that. There were some broadcasts. Let's see, anything? Week 3 picks tonight. I told a friend of mine, Captain Rehab, let me oh, you got your picks already. Okay. Oh, that's good. Okay, that'll work. Very good, Captain Rehab. Let me check the chat here. How many games? Now you better have 6. There's 16 games. So you got Jets, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, that'll work. I'm copying them and I'm putting it in the notes. Very good, Captain Rehab. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. So that will work. So the only ones we're waiting on are Brian and Tony D, because Ted Hicks he gave me his picks Sunday night. I woke up Monday morning, is like, oh, I see he gave me his picks already. Let me put this in the notes here so I don't lose it here. This is Captain Rehab's. Captain Rehab's week 3 picks. Okay, I got you on the board. Okay, I'll plug those in. I still got to make my picks. Okay, thank you very much, Captain Rehab. Appreciate it very much. Very good, sir. Let's see who you're going to pick. Let's see. You're going to be Jets. Okay. I don't know about the Jets. I'm not sold on the Jets yet. Browns. Yeah. Saints. How about those Saints? You better pick the Saints. Oh my God. Vikings, possibly. Buccaneers. Titans. I'm not sure. Colts. Yeah, possibly. Steelers, definitely. Seahawks, probably. Raiders. I'm not sure. 49ers. Yes. Cardinals and Saints, man. Those are two that are Cowboys, I don't know. I'm not sure who the Chiefs, yes. Bengals, yes. Or Bills, yes. Bengals, I'm not sure who I got to see who they're playing. I'm starting to. I'm working on week 3 here and stuff like that. So I'll be giving my picks tonight. So thank you for that, Captain Rehab. Greatly appreciated, my friend. And hope to be on the broadcast tonight if you can. If you're busy, I understand. But yeah, that's okay. Let's see what else we got in the news. We don't have anything there. Nothing on KGB. No rock history. Oh my God. You see, I didn't hear and had to pick. Okay, you should be good tonight. And Tina, what's Tina think? I should be there. I think I made lots of. Well, go ahead and resend them, Tina. Okay, they don't take effect. You got till tomorrow. So go if you send. Go ahead and look at your picks again. Resend them to me. I can plug them back in. I've gotten the picks. I haven't really plugged them into the chart yet. So if you want to change them, go ahead. You have full liberty to change those. So don't feel like I like to hear your opinions. Oh, okay. Yeah, those are Captain Rehab's picks. So, but like I'm still baffled by why you only sent 10 when I think I sent you the whole 16 teams. Each team as far as on a line. So if you want to redo them, because I have the. Did you? Let me see. Let me check the. Let me check my messages here. Let's see. Yeah, you gave me. I should have do the. Oh, you are on the dialysis. Okay, I understand. So you got Chicago, Houston, Philly, Tampa Bay, and Las Vegas for those. So I have Pats, Cleveland, Tennessee, Miami, Dallas, San Francisco, Detroit, Kansas City, Jacksonville, Washington, and then the other 6 you pick Chicago. So I've got 14. If you want to change them, you're just send me a go ahead and look at those again, Tina. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Okay, you're not glued to that until Thursday night. That's when I say whatever you pick, that's what you pick. Okay, so go ahead. You still have time. Don't worry. It's all for fun. Okay, I'll make sure tonight that are these the picks you want. So go ahead and look at them today. No rush. Okay, that's probably why. Okay, you did dialysis yesterday, so that explains a lot to me. Why did you only send 10 or 10? Yeah, I was laughing. It's like, what the heck is this? It's all good. But if you want to rechange them, go ahead. You're at liberty to change them. Okay, so nothing on KGB, nothing on there, nothing. What's this one? Country's longest. We don't want to do that one. The news is dry this week. Bills could make major roster change on football. Let's see. The Buffalo Bills have started off the season 2-0, but changes could be on their way. This is from the local radio station up there in Buffalo, 106.5. This is a channel I listen to, the Buffalo. This week, it's reported the Buffalo Bills brought in 2 free agents for tryouts. The newcomers, after current kicker Ty Bass went 1-2 for field goals attempts, and the Bills went over the Miami Dolphins. But Bass, who was drafted in the 6th round 2020, has been inconsistent over the past couple. So I guess they're working. They have workouts on kickers Anders Carlson and Cad York. Texans work out tight end Ivan Smith. Vikings are working out on linebacker Kewan Alexander. Seahawks working out on quarterback Ian Brook and wide receiver Miles Brooks. Bass signed a new deal for the Bills in April, which will earn him a salary $2,800,000, a roster bonus of $500,000, and a workout bonus of $100,000. So they're paying him a lot. So he should. They're already doing some changes. So I think that's it. That's all we have. So what are we at? We're coming up in an hour and. So we'll have the broadcast tonight. The Let's Talk Football. All I can tell you, this past weekend, everybody was really close, really close. Like I said, I haven't made the chart yet for the overall. I think in week 3, I'm going to bring it up every 3 weeks. Who's in the league? But the weekly, I got a weekly chart there. And I'm going to present that tonight. I'm going to save it for the broadcast for tonight. And but everybody was just barely over 500 because there were some games that were like, what? But that's the fun of football. Football was like that. So and such. So let's see. I think we're about ready to get out of here and stuff like that. So we will be doing the audio podcast tomorrow on Spotify. Let's see. Tonight we got Let's Talk Football. Tomorrow we'll be doing audio podcast. either tomorrow or Friday night, I will be doing. I'll be doing Guild Wars 2, and then we'll begin to go into the weekend. We'll start all over again. We'll enjoy the weekend. I really want to get into the gaming and stuff like that. Like I said earlier, as far as that goes. So right now we have 5 total on the broadcast. Something I've noticed, we're not really getting that many views, which is fine. I'm still getting more than 2 or 3. So, and the replays are still are pretty decent. So, that's the barometer I look at. This is a regular routine, and like I said, I already have 2. I'm talking to 2 people in the chat, so right there, it's a success. I really enjoy coming up here on the Monday, Wednesday, Friday broadcast because it does have compared to the well, if you look at it, the audio podcast, you don't get this type of interaction and stuff like that. And I think the folks that are watching, because I'm always interested in when I watch a broadcast, what's going on with the broadcaster and the chat, because it's a good conversation in a lot of cases and stuff. And it's always interesting. And you get different perspectives and stuff like that, which is a good thing. Some things you're scratching your head is like, what did they say? But it's all good. It's all in the fun of broadcasting, and I do enjoy broadcasting here on the Rumble Studios and stuff. It didn't work for me that well last night, though. It took it just boggled up, and then I mishit a button, and then I got to go back and scrub everything off because I already posted it out on the social media feeds. It's a wrong link, so you got to go back as a broadcaster and scrub that. You got to clean it and then start. And the second time, it just didn't. I didn't have audio. No, the first time I didn't have audio. Second time I posted too early than what I should have. It was a wrong link, so I had to scrub that. So it took me like 30 minutes to get on to play 2 hours of Lord of the Rings last night. So, but it's all good. It's all good fun. I keep it in context and such. So we're at that hour and 30 minutes. So we're going to go ahead and exit stage left here, get our day going, and see what the day brings as far as that goes. And so I'd like to say thank you very much to Tina, our Jersey girl, who was in the chat here for us for the broadcast. I want to say thank you, Captain Rehab, for showing up. Greatly appreciated to see that you're doing well and fine. And thank you, Tina. Great. And ciao to you as well. Thank you very much. And she's also saying a so long to Captain Rehab. So thank you both for being in the chat. And as always, she always says much love. Yes, let's all give love to each other and be kind. Be kind as far as that goes. It's better to be kind than to be a pain in the ass. Okay, folks, we're going to go ahead and for the folks that are watching, thank you very much. And for those folks that are watching on the replay, thank you very much. Greatly appreciated. And you like that one, Tina? Yeah, we always get those pain in the asses that we want. You try not to be a pain in the ass as far as that goes. It's all good fun. If you're watching us on the replay, thank you very much again. I greatly appreciate it, as always. But we're at halfway point here, hump day. We're working towards the weekend. You all have a great Wednesday, and we'll see you back here Friday. Tune in tomorrow when I posted up the Fireman Rich audio podcast over there on Spotify for podcasters. So this is Rich Roberts at Fireman Rich over there on X and all those other fine social media platforms. Just Google, you'll see where I'm at. Google at Fireman Rich. And I need 3 more followers or likes on the public Facebook, The Real Fireman Rich, and we can broadcast over there. So we're getting there. So you all have a great one wherever you may be on this big blue marble. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. Thanks again, Tina. Thanks again, Captain Rehab. You guys have a good one today. Later, alligators.